If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again and welcome to episode number 24 of the Chelsea Career Mode here on FIFA 15. We start with a game at home against underperforming Liverpool. You'll see from the league table that pops up on your screen any second now. They're actually sat down in 9th, so hopefully it should be an easy-ish game, but we'll start with some team news.
Here's the Chelsea lineup. Thibaut Courtois starts in goal. Aymeric Laporte plays with Gary Cahill in central defence. Ramirez starts with Nemanja Matic in central midfield. In attack, Diego Costa starts. He's been in tremendous form recently. This is the Liverpool side. Simon Mignolet starts in goal. Amadou Sakho plays with Martin Skrtel in central defence. Jordan Henderson plays with Steven Gerrard in central midfield. In attack, Daniel Sturridge starts. He was the man of the match last time.
So both teams starting a strong lineup, and we say it should be an easy-ish game against Liverpool, but they are still a good side regardless of the fact that they sit quite low in the table and they're powering their way through here. For some reason Oscar tackles Nemanja Matic and Sterling is the man that profits from that eventually, although his shot is rather woeful and flies over the top of the bar. But they were having a decent spell at the middle to end of the first half. As you can see, working the ball nicely here. Lallana gets the shot away. It won't quite drop for Daniel Sturridge, and then unfortunately for them, from the second phase of play is offside as Sterling tackles the defender. So towards the end of the first half, at the very end, as you can see in stoppage time, I did have my first foray forward and have a meaningful chance on goal with Oscar's header that didn't quite loop into the top of the net, although it was quite a comfortable save for Mignolet in the end. So I made a change, as you can see, just before the hour mark. Oscar coming off with Ross Barkley coming on, just to add a little bit more physicality into the middle of the side. They took off Studge and brought on Mario Balotelli as well, which actually was a change that was actually going to affect them in a negative fashion when it came to their attacking, because Balo just didn't offer anything that Daniel Sturridge did, and it actually helped us grow further into the game. As you can see, Diego Costa having his first chance of the game, drilled really well towards the far bottom corner. Unfortunately though, coming back off the post and bouncing out, but Gerrard draws a good save out of Courtois here, and then Balo's first touch lets him down, and we're actually able to break away, and unfortunately though, nothing quite able to come from that particular counter-attack. But we're trying to build up slower here, work and move about if we possibly can. Liverpool dropped a lot of bodies back, as you can see, so we head towards the end of the game, drawing another good save out of Simon Mignolet, but they can't get it clear. They haven't cleared the lines properly though, so you can see so many men back, 4 in the D of the 18-yard box there, kind of a little bit too central, because as I work it around, we take a lot of those players out of the game, which opens up the space for Hazard to come inside, take the first touch and sweep at home. Makes a fool of Glenn Johnson, to be completely honest. Glenn should have tackled Hazard after he took his first touch. You'll see from the replay it wasn't the best of touches and actually turned the ball towards the defender, but as he struck it quickly, perhaps that was the reason why he just there turns it towards the defender. He tries to get there, Glenn Johnson just can't do it, and we are able to come away with a 1-0 victory. So 3 points to go towards our league title challenge, although Man City and Spurs do still sit a decent way ahead of us at the top of the table. So we're coming into the next game of the episode, and this is actually going to be the last game of the episode, because the next game after this one is the FA Cup final, which will of course come to you as a live commentary. So next Monday's video will be a live com of the FA Cup final, but as you can see, we're in third, 2 points behind Tottenham, 6 points behind City. Team news.
Here's the Chelsea lineup. Thibaut Courtois starts in goal. Ricardo Rodriguez starts with Branislav Ivanovic in the fullback positions. Lucas starts with Andres Schürrle out wide. Loic Remy is the main striker today. Here's the Southampton team for you. Ryan Bertrand starts with Nathaniel Klein as the wide defenders. Victor Wanyama starts. He was man of the match in his last game. Shane Long is the main striker today.
So as you can see, I'm starting a rotation-ish side in this one. Unfortunately, this game came 3 days after the Liverpool game and also 4 days before the FA Cup final, which rather incidentally is against Southampton. But we got off to a great start, as you can see. Just after the half-hour mark, Ross Barkley draws the ball across and Andre Schürrle's there to tuck it into the back of the net, which is probably the best chance of the half and probably the only one worth showing you, which is why it is the first chance that you're actually seeing from this game. It took quite a while for both teams to grow into the game, but that first goal now really lit things up. As you can see, Jack Cork playing a nice 1-2 with Yuan Yama, finds Shane Long, and he tidily slots the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-1, literally just a couple of minutes after we'd gone in front. So we're back on level terms, and with 10 minutes left in the first half. The question was, could either side take the advantage before we headed in to the half-time break? Ricardo Rodriguez plays the ball down the outside to Andre Schürrle, working it into William Carvalho, whose place in the side is under threat, although he does play a nice through ball here to Loic Remy, who tidily slots it underneath the goalkeeper. Fraser Forster, he's 6'7" or 6'8", but he can't keep that out. He's a nice ball by William Carvalho, but like I say, his place in the squad as a whole is under threat, with Marco van Ginkel coming back from loan at the end of this season, so a question as to whether he'll still be at the club as we head into the second season. But Remy gets played through again here just a couple of minutes later, and actually he's going to slot it underneath Forster again for a second time in short succession, and that makes it 3-1 as we head in towards half time. So in fact we did get the advantage just before the break, and we're trying to extend it just after the break. You can see by the clock, not long after the teams have re-emerged from the tunnel, and we're actually going to get another chance from Ross Barkley here, although this time Forster is able to make a save and they do scramble it clear. So we've got this stronghold in this game, and so I decided to rest Cesc Fabregas and take him off and replace him with Junior Malanda. They made a couple of changes, though, bringing on Mane, who's extremely fast, and James Ward-Prowse, as you saw there, and also, as you can now see in the top left as well, in between those changes, brought on Graziano Pella for Shane Long. But they're able to get one back in the 63rd minute, not through any of those changes, through Jay Rodriguez. He rises at the back post, and I'm quite disappointed with Ivanovic, to be completely honest, with the way that Rodriguez was able to beat him at the back post. I was telling him to come towards the ball and pressing B for him to clear it, and actually he backed away from the ball, as you'll be able to see from the replay post goal line decision system replay. He actually backs away from the ball there. He's nowhere near Jay Rodriguez when he takes the shot, and then moves back towards the ball, which is bizarre. But anyway, we're moving towards the final few minutes now. As you can see, Southampton pushing to get themselves an equaliser if they possibly can. Mane plays through James Ward-Prowse. Good save by Courtois, and I'm hammering B to tell Schürrle to clear it, and he just turns. All he did was turn, didn't kick it at all. Graziano Pella tackles him and slots it into the back of the net to make it 3-3 with just a few minutes to go. And I was fuming. Two defensive mistakes to let go a 3-1 lead. And actually, we're going to try and get ourselves a winner here if we possibly can. Remy sets through William Carvalho. He's got the whole half to himself. He's not got the pace to get away. The defender is catching him. He's not on his strongest right foot. So I decide to pass it off. And Lucas's touch is horrendous. Fraser Forster is able to come out to him. A glorious opportunity to win the game in the last few minutes. We don't take it. We only get a point from this one. So unfortunately, we have lost ground on the two sides above us in the league table. Although we will start a stronger team in the game against Southampton for the FA Cup final. So you would like to think that we will have a better time of things at Wembley at the weekend. So of course on Monday's episode that will come to you as a live com. Then we've got two final games in the Barclays Premier League before Wednesday's video will be a live com of the Champions League final. So two big finals coming up next week. Definitely stuff to hang around for. So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit that sub button to make sure you don't miss out on either of our live finals coming up. As you can see, we sit a point behind Spurs, so second is still very much within our reach, although City, with 2 games to go and 6 points available, sit 5 points ahead of us. So it does look like Man City are in the driving seat for the league title, but it all could change. Who knows what's going to happen in the final 2 games. It seems, though, between Spurs and myself, it's the draws that have cost us our potential league title challenge. As you can see, 10 for Spurs, 12 for me. We actually lost less games than Spurs and Man City, but it's the draws that have cost us, giving away points just like we did in that Southampton game, unfortunately. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to leave the video a like if you enjoyed. Check your sub boxes tonight for transfer targets with the Atletico Madrid career mode as well. That'll be a sole video tonight purely on transfer targets, players that we're looking at for that particular series. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram as well. As you can see on screen, there will be links to all 3 in the description down below, and of course sub to the channel if you haven't already. There'll be a link to do that in the description, as well as links to g2a.com if you need any codes for any Microsoft points or PSN cash. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tonight with Atleti, tomorrow with my player, and I'll see you next time.